Oh, this actually looks a bit more promising. It looks much more illegal, but this is a compilation that actually has some things I can recognize. And there's apparently 72 of these in one game package. Extremely illegal. I don't approve of this kind of thing being made. At the same time, a lot of time has passed, and I think I can look at this and be kind of a conscientious objector. I don't think it's right to make this kind of stuff. It costs people their livelihood, and the people who do this are extremely shady and trying to monopolize off other people's creations with a deal that's too good to be true, but sometimes is true. Okay, I've gotten my first issue here. It's making the same sounds as the last one. It's almost like that last title was a fetus, and this is it as a baby. It's actually completed its shape. Well, another problem I'm having right here is I can't see what game I'm on. Start, please. Okay, it's a little buggy there. Okay, I've got the impression that I don't think modern emulators can run these kind of shady bootlegs. Something about them is broken or modified. It's not gonna work properly. But let's play devil's advocate here and look at all these titles and say whether or not if this worked, could this possibly be a fun thing to have in your Game Boy? Let's look at it and see if it's got a good collection. Islander, no clue. Grading, no clue. Star Soldier, Goonies. I guess they got some licensing games here. They're probably bad, but we got Tetris. Honestly, Tetris on anything is good. Twin Bee, decent. 1942. Golf. Mahjong, plenty of Mahjong. Galaga. I did not realize that there were King Kong games on the Game Boy. Now, interestingly enough, sometimes these things are titled strangely. The people who make these compilations don't really have a good grasp of like foreign cultures and languages. So this could easily be referring to like the 3 Donkey Kong Land games, and they would see a big gorilla and simplify it as King Kong, or because they may not get it. They're there for a quick buck and to emulate a lot of these things on a cartridge. Nuts and Milk. No comment on that one. I am kind of bothered by the blue letters showing up. That implies that it's very unstable. And kind of, I can picture, like, if I'm more likely, I'm inclined to believe that this would actually have a lot of problems running, even when it was out, not necessarily on any kind of emulation software, but plugged into your system. If they're showing those kind of hiccups, I don't think it's particularly stable. So these crashes might be a part of, may have been a part of the real deal when this came out. So, Super Pac-Man, Pro Bomber. Super Kong, okay. Super Puyan. Yeah, I don't want to know what Puyans are. Sky Destroyer. Wrestle. Yeah, can you imagine a game just being called that? Wrestle. Not wrestling, not WWE, not SmackDown, or any of that. Just call it Wrestle. But, yeah, I'd say that if this was a compilation and it did function, it would have been okay. Like, I can't really gauge what these are. I can't tell what King Kong is. I can't tell when these are. But I will say... Oh yeah, my game crashes when I tried to load them, like in the previous one. So, yeah. You have watched me review 2 versions of something I can't play, but I hope I've given you some insight on how these kind of things work. There are people who've explained this compilation piracy thing way better than me, but I hope I gave my own inputs. Hopefully I will, like, I actually don't mind. I'm not as bothered by these as the first one, mainly because the first one I felt kind of insulted. These are just sneaky people trying to capitalize. I've never met him. Probably made in some kind of place out way away from our civilization.